Welcome to TPCAM. Today we are going to discuss about exercise 6.2 triangle concept of NCERT 10th class. Right here, this 6.2 is totally based on the concept called BPT or CBPT, basic proportionality theorem or converse of basic proportionality theorem. Now we'll do all the questions of this exercise today. Now see the first question, first bit. The triangle is given. The triangle is given, and D is DE and ABC. So here 1.5 has given and 1, and we have to find this one, and this is 3. And we know that the basic concept of the basic proportionality theorem is AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. AD how much he has given 1.5 by this is 3 and 1 by x. Just do cross multiplication, then you will get x is equals to 3 by 1.5. How much? That is 2. X is equals to 2. We'll go for second question. Same triangle here, AD by DB is equals to AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. AE by EC. AD we have to find, assume that x here, and this is 7.2 and 1.8 by 5.5. We'll apply general logic. Suppose that this is 18, 18 3s are 54. Compulsory the 3 times of this x should be 7.4. That is nothing but 24. 72. 24 3s are 72. 18 3s are 54. In that case, we can get x value is something. Otherwise, x value is equals to 1.8, 5.4 into 7.2. You can go directly like this also. So, cancel this one. 1s are 3s are. That is equals to 2.4. So, x value will be 2.4. We'll get x value will be 2.4. Now, you can go for the second question. In second question is asking E and F are the points on the sides PQR. Okay. Suppose PQR is a triangle, and each case E and F are the 2 points. E and F are the 2 points. Now we have to find either EF is parallel to QR or not. Okay. Now we'll follow the condition. We should check the condition PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR or not. In the first case, PE value how much given 3.9 by EQ value how much is given 3 value. Okay, how much you'll get 1.3, and PF value how much here? PF value 3.6. I'll go with the 3.6 by 2.4. 2.4. Yeah. Any value? 12 3s are 12 2s are. So it is 1.5. So both are not equal. That is PE is by EQ is not equals to PF by FR. So therefore EF is not a parallel to QR. One case. And we'll go for the second question. For the second question, P is, that is directly here I am going for this 4 by 4.5 is equals to 8 by 9. Yes, multiple of 2 here, 2 here. 2 4s are 8, 2 4.5s are 9. Yes, it is equal. Therefore, in the second case, EF is parallel to QR. EF is parallel to QR. And we'll go for the third question. Observe the third question. In third question, 1.28 by 2.56. Here this question is different. He has given PQ is 1.2, PQ is 1.2, and QU is 4.5. Here QU is 4.5. QU is 4.5. And here one more thing. This one is different, no? Sorry for that. PQ is 1.28. Total PQ is 1.28. And total PR is he has given 2.56. And PE 0.18, 0.18. And 0.36, 0. Now, as a corollary, already we learned that PE by PQ is equals to PF by PR. The definition already we have learned. Now you can observe PE value how much has given? PE value here 0.18, 0.18 by, and this is PQ value is 1.28, go for 1.28 is equal to P of value. P of value will go for different values. So first we'll go for it here 18 by 1 to 8, that is 2 9 264, consider 1, and I'll go with the next concept, that is PF by FR. PF by FR how much? P of 0.36, 0.36 by FR or PR. Yeah, PR. This we have PR, no? PR is 2.56, 2.56, that is 36 by 256, right? 4 nines, 4 6 are 24, 4 4 are 16. So both are equal. So therefore we can say that the third one, in third one, EF is parallel to Q. We'll start third one, students. Third one. Third one is in figure. Okay, LM is parallel to CB. Okay, if LM is parallel to this, LM is parallel to CB, then we can take AL by LC is equals to AM by MB. Actually, AL by LC is equal to AM by MB. But here it is asking AB. That is AM by is asking AB. That means if LM is parallel to CB, then we can write that AL by AL by AC, you can write AL by AC is equal to AL by AC, total AC, that is AM by total MB. You can take equation number 1. And in the same case, if Ln is parallel to CD, this Ln is parallel to CD, then we can take that AL by AC is equals to AN by AD. Now from 1 and 2 easily we can take that these two by equivalence condition. AM by AB is equals to AN by AD. This is third one. We'll go for fourth one. Fourth question. So fourth question, in figure 6.19, DE is parallel to AC. This DE is parallel to AC means BE by EC is equals to BD by DA. Alright. Now equation number 1. Now see here, DF is parallel to AE. This DF is parallel to AE. That means we can take BD by DA is equals to BF by FE. Equation number 2. Now by using 1 and 2, we can write that by equivalence condition. We can write BE by EC is equals to BF by FE. Hence proved. The second question. We'll go for the third one. That means fifth one. We'll go for fifth question. So here is your fifth question. Now you can observe in figure 6.20. Okay, in 6.20, DE is parallel to OQ. Okay, now apply this one. That is, if DE is parallel to OQ, that implies PD by DO is equals to PE by EQ. Is that right? PD by DO is equals to PE by EQ. Consider equation number 1. And if DF is parallel to OR, this triangle you can consider POR. DF is parallel to that. Then we can write once again PD by DO is equals to PF by FR. Consider equation number 1. By using these two, we can write that these two are equal. That means PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. That means check the answer. PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. By converse theorem, we can write that EF is parallel to QR. That we have to prove. EF is parallel to QR. That we have to prove. Hence proved. This is fifth one. We'll go for sixth one. In figure 6.21, here it is. ABC are the points on the OP-OK and respectively AB parallel to PQ. This AB is parallel to PQ, that is considered OPQ or POQ. Please consider POQ. AB is parallel to that. Then AB is parallel means I can write that AO by OP is equals to OB by OQ. Consider equation 1. OA by AP is equals to OB by PQ. That's why I wrote one question, right? AC by AC parallel to PR. since AC is parallel to PR, then we can write that OA by AP is equals to OC by CR. Consider equation number 2. Now you can observe these two are equal, then we can write that OB by OQ is equals to OC by CR. OC by CR, that is OB by BQ. Right? Is it BQ? OB by sorry, OB by BQ. This is OB by BQ is equals to, yeah, OC by CR. OC by CR we got. That means by converse theorem we can write that BC by, or sorry, BC is parallel to QR. Simply we can write that BC is parallel to QR. Now we'll go for seventh one. Using 6-point theorem 1, theorem 6.1, prove that the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the other side. Okay, 6.1 theorem, this is basic proportionality theorem. Then we have to prove that in a triangle, if it is in a triangle ABC, if E is a midpoint, or E is a midpoint of AB, then prove that F is also midpoint of a theorem by using basic proportionality theorem. Right, let me explain. So given on all those things, no need more, directly you can go for proof. I'm writing, since by basic proportionality theorem, if DE is parallel to, sorry, your EF is parallel to BC, then we can write that AE by EB is equals to AF by FC. Right, that condition is there. Now since E is a midpoint, then E is a midpoint, then AE can be written as EB, or EB can be written as AE. So I'll write AE by AE is equals to AF by FC. That implies AE get cancelled. 1 is equals to AF by FC. That implies AF is equals to FC. That means distance between AF, and that means F is a midpoint. Therefore, F is also midpoint. F is also midpoint. Now we'll go for 8th question. Using 6.2 theorem, that is the converse of basic proportionality theorem, prove that the line, okay, midpoints of any two side triangles parallel the third side. Yeah, the same thing. Just read the question. That is, prove that the line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle. So he has given that A, B, C. This is D is a midpoint and E is a midpoint. He has given this. D and E are both are midpoints. That means I can conclude that AD is equals to DB one side and AE is equals to EC one side. Now we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Now we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. That means, since take this ratio, AD by DB is equals to AD by, since DB means AD, also we can write that AD is equals to 1. That means this ratio is what? 1 we got. And go for this ratio. AE by EC. AE by EC can be written as again AE. Cancel, you will get 1. So therefore, this ratio is got 1, this ratio is got 1. So then we can write that AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. That means by converse theorem, since this condition is accepted, then we can write that DE is parallel to BC. Technique, that's it. We'll go for the next ninth one. See, ABCD is a trapezium. All right. ABCD is a trapezium, and AB parallel to DC. Okay, and its diagonal intersect, each other at point O. So this is AC diagonal of trapezium ABCD, and this is BD, and they are intersecting at O. And draw a parallel line construction. Draw a parallel line to this one, or any one line is enough. Or here it is enough. This line is enough. Take OE. Take OE. Now we have to prove that AO by OC. We have to prove AO by OC is equals to BO by OD. That we have to prove. Yes, okay then. We'll go for it. Since OE is parallel to, since OE is parallel to DC, then we can write AE by ED is equals to AO by OC. Consider equation number 1. Same case in triangle DBA. You can cancel DBA. OE is parallel to AB, because the parallel to DC means compulsory parallel to AB, because AB is parallel to DC, right? Now we can write that same thing. OE is parallel to this, then we can write DE by EA is equals to DO by OB. That means what we have here, AE is upside, then we can reciprocal, take the reciprocal of this one, then we'll get AE by ED is equals to OB by OD. Take this one, reciprocal. Then consider equation number 1. So 2, both are equal. Then we can write AO by OC is equals to OB by OD. But he's asking what? AO by OB. So bring this side. OB send that side and OC send that side, cross multiplication. Then OA by OA is equals to OC by OD. Hence proved. And this is nothing but the converse of this one. Converse of this one. Go up. See, I'll explain. Given that AO by OB, okay, then cross multiplication, do cross multiplication. So if it is happened means what we can take, take the middle one, take the middle side, then we can prove that if the condition is like this, then obviously OE is parallel to AB and DC. We can clear this one. Then ABCD is a trapezium. Then ABCD is a trapezium. You can do it. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. Thank you.